CJ Flyer back with another YouTube video. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time of year once again, leading up to the new NBA 2K game. We are finally getting some new information from 2K regarding the new game. This year, of course, being NBA 2K25, releasing in about 1 month in early September. And we're going to go ahead and break it down in this video. Now, a couple quick things I want to note before we really get into this courtside report article here. It's all about, the new pro play and new gameplay features that they're adding into the game, but there, of course, are a couple things to note. One of which is they added Bronny James. They got the full-on scan into the game, so gotta shout them out for that. No, I just think it's hilarious they put Bronny and LeBron into this gameplay trailer. Every other player in here is like a superstar player, and then they threw Bronny James in there. So 2K knows what gets clicks, so kudos to them for that, I guess. And then something else I wanted to talk about here. They do have the scoreboard in the courtside report video with Mike Wang. And sorry, it's a little bit hard to see here with the YouTube timeline thing cutting it off, but it's basically the same scoreboard as last year's game, NBA 2K24. It does look like they made some visual enhancements to the team logos, so I like that, but nothing else to really discuss there. And then they didn't show us much actual gameplay footage. It's more just it's like this is the only gameplay footage we got, was like 1 to 2 seconds of the broadcast view right there. That's it. That's all we got. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of cinematic shots like these, and no actual gameplay per se, which is unfortunate. Hopefully, we get some actual gameplay soon. But until then, that is really all we have. And then one last thing I wanted to discuss. I've been seeing a lot of people comment on this. Trae Young. When I first saw this, I'm like, this does not look like Trae Young at all. This hair does not look like Trae Young, especially the facial hair. But if you go to his Instagram, apparently he's got a new hairstyle, because I don't remember him having anything on the side here. It was always the goatee, and that was it. So 2K is keeping up with the present times here, and they're trying to make it as current and realistic as possible. But to be honest with you, I think the side patch here is a little bit too thick in 2K. It doesn't quite look like what it does in real life, but they tried. So that's all. That's all for the player model visual type stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to get into the actual meat and potatoes of this now. Talk about the new gameplay features and Pro Play. So Pro Play was introduced last year in NBA 2K24. Basically, in the past, 2K would bring in NBA players to do motion capture to get their animations into the game, but they no longer have to do that. Now they can just take NBA gameplay footage. They could just straight up go to YouTube, take some highlight clips of Luka or Shea or Tatum or whatever, and use the footage from that to translate their real life movements into NBA 2K as gameplay animations. And so they've made the comment here, they specified 9,000 new Pro Play animations in the game. So it looks like they're building off that initial database of animations that they had last year and adding some more. I know there's some complaints early on in NBA 2K24 where they mixed some of the Pro Play animations with some motion capture animations, and they didn't quite fit together well all the time. So hopefully now it'll be a little bit more consistent. This is neither a positive nor negative statement, I think. But to me, this is more very neutral. Like, we'll have to wait and see how this looks with the new animations in the game, because that is a lot of new animations, 9,000. Whether it'll actually look smooth or not, or feel smooth playing the game, we'll just have to wait to see. Now, they're also talking about this all-new dribble engine. Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't know what these animations don't look new to me at all. Could be wrong, but I don't know what they're hyping up here as far as a dribble engine goes. That being said, it looks like they're talking about how there's more customization with the dribble moves, more real-life animations. I think it kind of just goes hand in hand with the Pro Play part of it all and the new animations that they're adding. I don't know what they're new dribble engine. It's, they're not showing any actual gameplay footage. They show these two like cinematic replay type clips. They need to show us what it looks like actually playing the game. But we'll get to that later, I guess. Closer to the release of the game, I assume they're going to release some kind of gameplay footage of them actually playing the game. We can only hope. 2K25 provides more variety, accessibility, and freedom on offense for newcomers, seasoned players, and full-blown experts. So, signature go-to shots. This is something that they're saying is new. I could have sworn it was like back in 2K19 or 20 or 21 that this was a feature. I could be wrong. But basically what they're saying is last year we introduced dribble breakdowns, initiating a sequence of signature size-up moves to create separation and break down the defender. So basically just flicking the right stick up on your controller, which I don't know why they're saying they introduced. This is nothing new. They've had signature dribble moves in the game for ages. I think just the naming them dribble breakdowns is what made them new. I don't know. It wasn't new, but they're saying it's new. And now they're saying what they're adding is if you continue to hold the right stick up, it'll continue from their signature size-up move straight into a jump shot animation. So, again, I feel like this was in the game before. The only difference now is that they're using Pro Play instead of the motion capture animations to accomplish this. Again, I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn this was in the game before, just not with Pro Play. Shot canceling feature, this. Oh man, this I'm looking forward to. This is nice. So they're saying they're implementing a new shot canceling feature. It allows you to break out of any advanced shot and at any time to transition into other moves. So my thought process on this is like James Harden doing his signature step back move or Luka doing a signature step back, and instead of pulling up for the jump shot, you can break out of that and then drive around your defender or do a crossover or something else. That's kind of how I'm envisioning it. Again, we didn't really get to see any gameplay examples, 2K. All you gave us was these like 3 sentences talking about it. But we'll just see. We'll have to see. Hopefully, we will get to see some actual gameplay. I just find it kind of frustrating. They have like a whole courtside report on gameplay, but they don't show anything more than cinematic cuts. All right, shot timing profiles. This I'm also very excited for. This is something that has been a long time coming. Should have come a lot sooner, personally, in my opinion. So this year, in past 2Ks, the shot timing, how likely the shot is to go in, or like if numerous times I have introduced someone new to 2K in my life over the past decade, and I'll even put it on rookie difficulty, and believe it or not, just because like I don't think those of us that have played 2K for years realize like how difficult it is as a newcomer to the game to like time jump shots, because they happen so fast, right? Most other video games, especially sports video games, there's not like that quick of a time response needed for certain animations for beginners to just hop on and play the game on the easy difficulty. And I feel like with 2K, it can be difficult for people that are new to the game to learn how to time their jump shots well and accurately, So, okay, what I'm getting at here is you can either have the shot timings, the success frequency be difficulty based like it was in the past. You could have real player percentage, that's always been in the game. Or now they have these new options where it can be a low risk reward, normal risk reward, or high risk reward as far as the timing of the jump shot. So low risk reward means you don't have to be as good with the timing of the push and release of the shot button as you might be in the past on a medium or higher difficulty. So I like that. I think they should have had that a long time ago, having that flexibility. Obviously, on like online My Player or My Team, yeah, make the shot timing difficulty based. But as far as like all the offline modes, we should be able to have a more intelligent CPU on the hard difficulty, but not necessarily have the shot timing be more difficult, if that makes any sense. So I like that they added this. That's nice. Another thing that they added here, custom visual cues. This is also getting me really excited, but it also raises some questions because, again, they didn't really show any footage of how this works. And they also specifically mention My Player, which makes me wonder, is this a My Player only feature, or is this something that can also be used in the other like team-based game modes or offline game modes? So, NBA 2K24 added the shot timing visual cue setting. So instead of, you used to be able to, like every jump shot animation had one set release point in the past. Like you press the shoot button and release, and that release point, same for everyone. There is no flexibility or customization for that. Just every jump shot animation had a set release point for the button to get an excellent release. There's no way to change that. So last year they added you could release the button when the player jumps, when they reach the set point of their jump shot, when they push the ball out from their set point, or you can release the button at the release point of the jump shot. So basically, you can set the for an excellent release on a jump shot, you can set different visual cues within the jump shot animation for getting a green release. So this year, what they've done is they said they've removed that. You after selecting a base release and a release speed for your custom jump shot, you can now set your visual cue at any point in the jump shot. I'm assuming this means it'll be like a slider, because otherwise I have no idea like how. And again, like it sounds like this is a My Player only feature, because how for a team-based mode, I mean, what are you gonna do? Do you manually set the visual cue slider for every single player on your team, like in My NBA, or is it like a 0 to 100 slider? And so like someone with a faster jump shot like Stephen Curry versus someone with a slower jump shot like I don't know, Brook Lopez or something, like. Is it just, if I set the slider at 30, it's going to be set at 30 for every player? Or like, what is it? They don't show us. They don't. I love that they're at least giving us some information, but 2K, please, you're killing me. Actually show me. Don't just write 2 sentences and call it a day. It's just like they're teasing us sometimes. Rhythm shooting. This is also something that I could have sworn. It feels like this is not new. Maybe it's a rebrand of a feature they tried introducing in the past. Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting. They have been fiddling around, they being 2K, they've been fiddling around with the Pro Stick, the right stick, for shooting in 2K for years. There's always been the option to just use the right stick as an alternative to pressing down the square button on PlayStation, X button on Xbox for shooting. But in recent 2Ks, they've tried to do different things with it. Now what they're doing is, instead of simply pressing and releasing the shot button or stick, you first pull the shot stick down to start the shot, and then as you see your player's jump shot animation reach its set point, you push the shot stick up and try to match the timing and speed of the player's push motion. Again, they didn't show us a whole lot of like actual gameplay of this, of someone like demoing it and like how it works. They just kind of discussed it and showed one little cinematic clip. We really need to just see someone doing it. I get that for a lot of people, the cinematic shots are just gonna be more influential, especially for casual players who are buying the game. But man, as someone that makes videos on this game and plays it, has played it just about every year. The only time I took a pause on buying 2K was 2K22. I really wish they would just show us the freaking gameplay, man. So yeah, and then you can practice the rhythm shooting function in 2K's. They call it Learn 2K this year. In the past, it was called 2KU. It's just a rebrand. That's nothing new. Defense. So this animation here, I feel like has always been in the game. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn this animation here with Wemby blocking Giannis, this does not, him sliding to keep up with him in the block, doesn't look new to me. I don't Again, doesn't feel like they're showing us much, but they're talking about the contest system has changes. We now use a dynamic weighting system rather than a fixed one that evaluates the impact of defense at the start of the shot versus the release and computes I feel like is this not how it's always been? I'm pretty sure this is how it's always been, right? I don't know. It could be wrong. Sometimes in some of these sections, there's some actual new information, like the custom visual cues and the shot timing profile, and then we get stuff like this where I'm like, it just looks like you're using a lot of buzzwords and it's not anything new, and we won't until we get our hands on the game. In addition, you'll notice that the perimeter interior defensive ratings as well as height differential play a more important role in calculating defensive coverage. Okay, so what I want to see, which I don't see mentioned here, which has been it is a legacy issue with 2K, is I have noticed with the shot timing feedback that even like on like a 50% or higher contested jump shot, that even if you release it at the perfect moment, the shot timing feedback will come back and tell you shot timing too early or too late and like be in the red. But your shot timing's fine. It's just it was heavily contested. That's why it didn't go in. Why can you not like? I just don't like it's always been like this in 2K where it's expected that an excellent release on a jump shot is always going to go in. But like, why can't we have it to where it's like excellent release, but on a 50% or higher contest makes it not as likely to go in? Because like, I hate that the shot timing does it make sense? Maybe I'm just the old man yelling at the clouds here, but like, I'm just getting frustrated that like, if I'm slightly contested on the shot and it says my shot timing is early, it makes me feel like, oh, I must have released the button too early. No, I released the button at the right time. It's just it was too contested. It wasn't going to go in. I wish the feedback was a little bit more honest, because it doesn't help players get better at the game. They might think their timing on the animation's off, when in reality it's just they took a heavily contested shot and that's why it didn't go in. That's my point. So I don't know. I hope that's what this means, but I don't think that's what this means. So to me, this is the same exact thing by the way it's worded. AI gameplay. Now, I don't know how many of you guys, because I know the age range of my viewers is on the younger side. I don't know how many of y'all like get into looking into tech companies and financial investments and just stock market type stuff and all that. And that's not what this video is about. But AI has been the new fun buzzword that everyone loves to throw around. I'm sure you've seen commercials during some of the NBA and Olympic basketball games over the past few months. Google and Microsoft, and they got all these AI features, and everyone just loves throwing around the word AI. Well, I guess 2K is doing it now too. To make AI play a more complementary role. Okay, let me keep it real with y'all. AI has always been in the game. There's always been some kind of intelligence in the game as far as like how the CPU plays. It's nothing new. It's just now they're throwing around the term AI to make it sound better. That's why AI is being used here. Okay. All right. So 2K25, we made improvements to court spacing. I'll believe it when I see it. Court spacing, I don't know. We'll see. They made improvements to court spacing, offense, defense, coaching, and the AI difficulty to elevate your experience. Court spacing, our new spacing engine. Is everything an engine now? Dribble engine, spacing engine, shooting engine. I don't know. Part of me just feels like the reason we're not getting a lot of actual gameplay is because they're just throwing around all these buzzwords. But I hope that's not true. Our new spacing engine has over 20 adjustment locations from inside the three-point line that feeds AI a constant stream of spacing information, yielding lifelike results. I don't know if that means they reduce the speed of the players when they go to contest shots, or if they actually increase the size. I don't know what that means. It's just a bunch of buzzwords. We need to see actual gameplay footage in the 2K camera view. Individual freelance has also been redesigned to account for this new spacing engine. Okay, this extends to the tech that drives AI double team reactions to increase the priority of spacing during double teams. Again, I don't know what that means. Does that mean double teams are more frequent, less frequent? Do they occur if the spacing is less for the offensive player with the ball? I mean, I don't understand. Doesn't mean anything. We revamped our cut to the basket logic for the AI to lessen untimely cuts to the rim in freelance by your AI teammates, leading to better driving lanes and driving kick opportunities. I will believe it when I see it. Basically, if y'all have seen, sometimes the teammates will make cuts too late, or they won't cut at all when they got a wide open cut to the basket. So yeah. We need actual gameplay footage for this 2K. Actually show an example. You know, actions speak louder than words. Can we actually see it? A redesign of our defensive help logic, allowing for better pursuit angles and rotations. That doesn't mean anything without video footage. Players now have the ability to save and share their playbooks with the 2K community. This, ooh boy, this is some good stuff. Get this garbage, get out of here. This, oh man, oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, you already know we are going to be doing playbook videos. Oh, this is exciting. I love this. New type of content to make for 2K. We're going to have my NBA rebuilds, and we're going to have playbook customization. Oh, that's going to be awesome. And sharing the playbooks. I love it. AI difficulty is now based on more than just shooting percentages. Well, yes, we already covered that because you can change the shot timing to be less about the difficulty base and just make it easier or harder regardless of difficulty. Lower difficulties will experience less aggressive offense and defense and make fewer strategy changes or adjustments. I like this. This is how it should be. The AI thing is pointless. Just say the difficulty is not, like, you could, in past 2K courtside reports, you just remove the word AI. Oh my goodness, man. All right, we scaled on-ball defensive delays per difficulty, so attacking the basket on lower level AI is easier, including increased body up, win resolutions for easier blow-bys. Makes sense to me. Okay, if you want to learn the game and get better at 2K, Learn 2K is the first place you should go, aka 2KU. They're just rebranding it. But however, they did add some stuff, because in the past, 2KU was just the freestyle, it's the practicing plays, and it's the scrimmage, and you might have like some... Film room is just, you know, it shows you the animations and the button combos, you know, help you learn the controls. They've added this mini-game section, kind of like what Madden has, or College Football 25. They're going to be adding mini-game drills, kind of like the ones that you play in My Player, is kind of what I gathered from their trailer footage. So yeah, you know, you get to play the drills, score as many points as possible, get 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. It's pretty much like Madden's mini-games. Closing remarks. The team worked tirelessly to make all the gameplay changes in the new game feel rewarding and intuitive. Okay, yada, 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 yada. I'm Mike Wang. Thanks for showing your support by buying our game before we show gameplay. Okay, look, there's some good stuff in here. I'm pretty excited, but again, a lot of this stuff they're claiming, we need to actually see it, and some of this stuff doesn't sound like anything new. But overall, you know, it looks like they're making some good improvements to the game, and looking forward to it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and yeah, click on the video on your screen now for some more NBA 2K25 news.